We have known for a number of months now that Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania would feature the character of MODOK in some capacity. We of course got an early trailer description of what he looked like, but again, everything was left, well, really to our imaginations and some art that some people drew. But now we got an official look at what the character looks like thanks to some brand new toys, so let's talk about it. So when it comes to fan renditions, this is probably the best art that we've gotten so far that kind of gives us what MODOK would look like. Now in the description down below, I will have an image that somebody posted online of a action figure that hit the shelves early. And again, it does contain spoilers, but we are talking about MODOK, who everybody knew was in this. So I figure it's fair game to talk about it and kind of get into the details of what we see here. And essentially what we got is MODOK if he was dipped in gold, which again, if you compare it to that art we just had that I just tossed up on the screen, I will put it on the screen again. It's kind of like this, but not quite. Obviously, this was a rendition from like a 1-second clip that somebody saw. But again, this gives you an idea of what we're looking at. And I can say that it looks like MODOK, like it's unrecognizably MODOK, but at the same time, it has enough twist to it that it doesn't look like the MODOK you've come to know from everything else. And I don't know if that's good or bad yet. Sometimes toys and everything that we see isn't as good as it is in execution when we see it in motion, in live action. So maybe this is just one of those things where we gotta wait to actually get footage before we pass judgment on this. And I always say that about everything, Early figures that we saw for like Black Adam, for example. McFarlane toys are garbage, and those looked really bad. And people were already complaining about what the suit was going to look like and everything, and what the main villain was going to look like. But again, it's an action figure that's made on concept art that's given to them like 2 years in advance because they got to start making the molds and everything. So again, I say we got to hold off till we see it in motion again. But I will say I'm not completely sold on it. I think this MODOK looks, I don't know how to put it. It looks like a bootleg MODOK for some reason, but it also looks very MODOK-y. That's the best way I can describe it. Like, it's off-putting to me. And I think that might be intentional because, hey, what can the quantum realm do to you? Well, it can make you look like this freaky-looking thing with its giant teeth and glowing red eyes and forehead gem or whatever that is, and I don't know what's going on. It's creepy. Not sure if it's to my liking, but again, I'll wait to see it in motion before I pass judgment on it fully.